Welcome to the Carolina Shore Fishing YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, check out some of our older videos, and if you're enjoying those too, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And check out our sponsors, Salty Sandals down in Surfside Beach, South Carolina, as well as Shrimp Boys Co. You can find them at shrimpboysco.com. And you can use my promo code CSF15 for 15% off. So to get this kicked off, we cut off the head of the flounder, and I'm slicing off the jaws now. If you've got a really sharp knife, be careful here, you don't want to cut through your bone, so cut around. You can always peel away that extra meat. Any excess meat that you can cut away with your knife, go ahead and do that. We want to remove all this meat, so we're going to go ahead and boil it for about 5 minutes. Any longer than that, you risk losing some of the teeth and degrading a lot of that cartilage that you'll see holding together some of the jaws. It will be hot coming out, so you will want to let it sit for like a couple minutes. But after that, start peeling away at that meat. You can use a toothpick, a sharp knife, your fingernails, whatever you want to do. You need to be really patient here and diligent to remove as much of this meat as possible, because that's ultimately what's going to keep this thing from rotting away as you store it for years to come. So go slow and be careful around the teeth, because they will be a little loose coming off of the water there. While you're pulling away at the meat, this is a great time to sort of take note of how all of the bones are attached to each other. I'm putting together a 50-50 hydrogen peroxide water solution to go ahead and rinse off some of that meat from the bone. Once you've pulled a lot of that meat off the bone, you can take a brush to it to clean it up pretty good. And once it's ready, we can soak it in a 50-50 hydrogen peroxide water solution for 12 to 24 hours. This will help pull the oil out of the bone, whitening the bone, which will help to preserve it for years to come. Here's a good look at all the bones as they go into the solution. That way you can compare it as they come out. And as you'll end up finding out, not everything going in is going to be used. Like this bone, I have no idea what it is, and I still cannot figure out what it is. Once they've soaked, you want to let them sit out and dry for a bit. You see that there's still some stuff left on here, so we want to take a brush and clean as much of that off as we can and let it soak for an additional few hours. You need to be very careful here with this lower jaw because it's actually two halves that are hinged at the middle by cartilage, and that cartilage has been degraded through the boiling and through the hydrogen peroxide, so it's going to be a little bit weak now. So we're going to reinforce it with some glue later on, but just be very careful here. If you do end up losing a tooth, it's no worries. You can glue it back on, and you'll actually see here in this photograph, the premaxilla, there's a tooth that I did have to glue back on. Woo! Now's the fun part. We get to glue everything together here. It starts off fun. It gets to be where you want to give up, but you gotta push through it because nothing great comes from doing that. So we're taking a little bit of super glue to the tip of this angular bone on both ends, and we're gonna insert that right here into the dentary. Wipe away at the excess glue here because that is going to be visible. Right here I'm gluing the cartilage like I was talking about earlier. That's right at the center of the dentary. That's going to reinforce everything here and keep it from breaking. Take your time. You don't want to get glue all over the teeth and on the outsides of the jaws here. And lastly, we'll add the left angular into the dentary. make sure to hit that like button and leave us a comment. It really does help us out here. It's really starting to come together now, isn't it? And following this is the difficult part that I alluded to earlier. You just need to stick to it and you end up with a beautiful mountain in the end. Connecting the upper jaws, it just made me want to cry. I feel like this shouldn't be this hard, so if you guys find a better way to do this, you have to let me know. I accidentally glued the upper jaw to the bottom jaw here off camera, but here's how it looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember to leave a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.